technical issue.
We are live on YouTube. By the way.
अरे रुको हो जाने दो full setup. Let's keep finger cross. I think we should start from where we left. Brilliant.
We live?
Yes. I'll take over. So
where is which link? Which link? You need to share with them, right?
No, same link. I managed it. It is on the same where they can see again.
You sure?
You want to share again? One second. I will give you.
No, it's not.
Okay, I'll give you the link. Let people.
Oh, okay. I think it's up. It's up. All right.
You want me to take and see some? Starts it.
All right. So you mute yourself.
So,
cool.
Good evening, all. I guess there was some breakage in terms of a technical relay. So apologies for that. So we once again welcome you all for BRATS webinar. So we have our Captain BRATS, Suresh, who's going to take over the session from where we left. So Ashwan, can you please start the screen?
Yeah. Oh. I can hear your voice background. All right. So as I was saying, hi, I'm back again. Sorry for all the interruption. So that is what I was talking about. You need to know the sea where you are actually swimming or sailing, you know. So today, what is education system looks like in 32 states, including Union territories. We have nearly about 665 universities, about 37,000 colleges, 11,400 plus something, universities, and every year on year there is about 3 crores of students coming into a higher education, or maybe converting into workforce. Such a large number. India is, as I mentioned in the last video, largest demographic in this educational hub is India. What is happening to such large number? Is it really all right? Yeah, it's up. So is it really really going into the right way? So our last 3 years research, what is happening to this kind of numbers, I would like to share upon with you, and what needs to be done, what are they actually lacking. That is what we want to understand. Ashwin, can we go on the second slide, please? All right. The first point, which the relevant figures, such large demographic educational hub being India, 3 lakhs and plus students migrating abroad for betterments, for better opportunities. They're going for studies. That's a large number. But one beautiful thing last year happened in 2018-19. The startups have actually increased by 1,200. Normally, it used to be 6,000 startups in a year in India from freshers. But last year, it got increased by 1,200. That's a beauty. That's very encouraging. But what kind of a success is there? That is what is actually, again, which is a concern to me, and which our research actually says. And people who is getting into employment. So there is about 75 to 90%, deciding whether to stay in the same job or no in the first year. That means there is a lot of confusion. There is a lot of unsure in the person who's actually getting into the company, wherever he's working. That means there are a lot of things are not clear in his mind. What is happening to these facts? Okay, so we divided into people who is actually getting into entrepreneurs also, and who is working also. So we wanted to go forward and see what are the calculation. Yes, there is about 5% of people who is getting into entrepreneurship. Out of them, 26% people are discontinuing their entrepreneurship within the first year itself. There are a lot of ideas is flowing, a lot of new formats which they are getting into. Yes, but 26% not actually retaining not even 1 year, which is a bigger number, which is actually a concern too. Next, when a person is actually getting into a company, is working, 24% of people, they want to quit or they do not want to discontinue. So पहले 6 महीने में they're thinking like they want to move out. That's again a concern. So attrition rate is so high. How an industry can have so strong, the employment in the organization? That's a big concern again. And coming to the salary, supposedly somebody actually completed 1 year with all the hurdles, but what I'm seeing about the salary increments, people see, about the increments, the best is about 20%, average, yes, good performance gets about 15%, but the incremental what we're seeing for the freshers I'm talking about, which is 9% average. 9% average, if you compare to you're looking at about the inflation also, I'm sure there is a huge gap. It is, so today you're in the college, of course, you see, yes, I'm doing this courses, I'm doing these degrees, but I need to hit the job. But you need to know how well you need to prepare. Also very important to come out of all these facts, because that is what I want to show you, what how it is going to be there, how it is there tomorrow. That is what I'm showing it up to here. So there are the concerns and the barriers what we are actually found it out, and we list it down. हमें क्या लगा है, I wanted to put across to you very straight, because in the end, what is, for an institute where our student is going to be placed, and for a student, which company I'm going to hit my job, and for the industry, how strong enforce is coming to the industry. So these three people's expectations are very, very clear when they are in the institute, or expectations from the industry. So appropriate knowledge sharing platforms is one thing which I wanted to highlight out here. I saw there is a lot of platforms apart from your curriculum, a lot of learning platforms, I'm sure. But how many platforms are actually you getting learned to, or you getting only certificates? You need to think about it. Or how much of your efforts are actually increasing, and what kind of a challenge you're taking, and what is the reality in the industry, how you actually work in the industry, how it happens. In India, I see 2 months internship. I don't see it is happening. Is 2 months internship is happy? Is enough to get into industry? If I go abroad, I see there's about 1 year internships are happening, and the 1 year in 2 years of MBA. So there is a difference. There is some kind of a gaps. There is no appropriate knowledge sharing platforms for the institutions, and industry mentorship programs. What I'm talking about, industry mentorship program. There is a series of people who is traveling to industry people, seniors, industry experts. With the capabilities, they go and they attend, they share their experiences. Of course, it is happening. But what I mean to say about the mentorship programs, which actually happens, is the industry needs to mentor. The industry needs to mentor the students for a longer period to actually establish the connection between the students and the industry. That's where it happens, like how well you are connected with the industry. How it happens, we will discuss it with you in the future. So limited resources of talent exploration. All right. So there is something which as per my understanding, आप लोगों ने सबने देखा होगा इंडियन आइडल. सो इंडियन आइडल में टैलेंट आपको दरभंगा से भी आता है, कश्मीर से भी आता है, चेन्नई से भी आता है. यू गो टू Kadapa, you go to Vijayawada, you go to any part of the country, they pull the talents. And the sports, we get to hear, like, nowhere the places which we get to hear on the sports, because the talent pools are happening. But I haven't seen or heard, like, such kind of talent pools are happening for education system. I'm sure you might be agreeing on this path. Second, uh, even though if these things are happening, and how elaborately happening, industries definitely they are picking up. But yes, the campus interviews, if I'm saying, yes, there are particularly few of the institutes are definitely, yes, there is some kind of a talent pools happening from very listed institutes. But I see the talent when I'm in a travel and I spend time with the students uh, across India. There is talent everywhere. Nobody can doubt about it. But is the talent pool is happening? I haven't seen it. So that is what is actually one more thing which we wanted to put across in our survey. People needs to be pulled out and according to their talents and their particularly about from the industry perspective. So these are the obstacles when I'm talking about. Okay, there is one stream which is actually particularly one medium is elaborately discussing with you on this. That is what is missing. So there are few barriers and obstacles which is there in the education system, which is actually big disconnection between industry and the institutions. So can I have a second next slide, please? Ashwin? All right. So one second. So I wanted to tell you about this guy, which you can see on the screen. This guy's name is Mr. Chad, and he was a student turned out to be an entrepreneur, and he faced a lot of problems while he was in the institute. He wanted to do business, but he wanted to learn something very differently, which is why he was actually insisted by someone. So I just want to have just go through this video, and later on we can talk about it.
Born, but I felt like I could Google it and I tell you in 10 seconds. So I didn't find that stuff. Born, but I felt like I could Google it and I tell you in 10 seconds. So I didn't find that stuff important. I didn't find relevancy in a lot of the things. I wanted to know how to build a credit score, how to start and grow business, how to do a lot of these things that we typically don't teach kids. I wanted relevancy, but most importantly, my particular learning style was not really supported. It was a standard learning style that I didn't really fit into. Now, luckily, my senior year of high school, there's a teacher, and he saw past the fact I had a 1.6 GPA, luckily, and he invited me to participate in this mentorship program, and I was hesitant at first. I thought it was another sneak attack to get me into tutoring, so I said no. But he was persistent, and eventually I agreed to, and I'm glad I did, because at that moment I realized that all the time I had a potential. I never really had a vehicle to express that potential through public education. And it was also clear to me at that time I didn't need a school to learn any more than I needed the library to read, but I needed kind of guidance and a personal education.
All right. So this guy wanted to know the credit score, how to build the credit score, because he was very low on the credit score, and he wanted to know how business functions. He couldn't find that in his institutes. So there was one person in his school. He actually recommended to go under some kind of a mentorship, which he thought that it is going to be some other tuitions kind of a thing. But later on, after a lot of insisting, he joined that, and that turned out to be a great help for him. He turned out to be a great entrepreneur now, and he's also a TEDx speaker. So that's a beauty of mentorship, which is actually big time what is missing in India. That's one of a message which we wanted to actually highlight here for the students. Yes, we have something from Forbes out here. Wow. Okay. So as per our survey, there is about Forbes says that about 76% of people think mentors are important, but 37 people have one. I suppose you all agree. Like, I'm talking about industry mentors because many successful people, attributes towards this kind of relationships wherein, they agree, they do not agree, but yes, there is a lot of less percentage of people going for mentorship programs, which is actually relevant to the industry connect. So next, a similar way, what are the reasons for the great leaders? Supposedly you take any big leaders, like Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates. So such kind of leaders also had the best of mentors. So that's where, even though Forbes, again, they actually claim. Can you click one more? So first thing, how this actually works is you'll be pushed out of your comfort zone by the mentors, and learn how to accept and give feedback, and learn having a confident reduces the stress. That is actually a best example, because you may not be open with everyone, but yes, with the mentors, industry mentors especially, which actually can happen a lot. That's what one of three of the reasons why you need to have mentors. So uh, yes, Ashwin. All right. There's some of solutions what we actually found out from BRATS, what we want to bring out for you. We started a lot of things running up last couple of months virtually. Actually, BRATS launched to give you on ground experience from industry leaders. But with the COVID effect, we had to bring everything online. So what we strongly feel is the collaborations between industry and the academia is something very very important, and courses conceptualized and curated by industry leaders are something very important. Like, what does it work and how does it work? So this industry courses something which has to be certified by industry, and they should be conceptualized for year long, which you have, while you're in the institute, you are coordinating, you are actually getting in touch with mentors from industry for entire long 1 year. So if you have a relationship with the industry for one long year, that means that company knows you very well, and they are supervising you, they are actually coming and reviewing your performances in the particular course, and they're certifying you. That means you have a way where am I going? Acha, this company is going to me, provide me for an internship maybe, or maybe if I'm in the final, I will be going into my for employment. So this clear vision actually every student needs to have. When you have a clear vision, definitely students will actually work out with a double efforts and 200% efforts. So that is what our surveys say. And mentorship program. So mentorship is not just like webinar or something, but yes, you really need to know what exactly happening in the industry today. So today you're sitting and you're attending might be a lot of webinars, but how does it work exactly? That's a live projects you require to know. What company bringing up, you know what are the success stories, why some kind of a companies actually failed. Recently I had some kind of a discussions in one of the universities. These people are talking about, like, how come the largest airlines have actually collapsed, Jet Airways. They are reading the failures to studies, the failure case studies, rather than just success stories. Because a student coming out of their comfort zone, which is institute, you may be an employer, you may be an entrepreneur. So as an entrepreneur, I should be knowing do's, or maybe as an employer, I should be knowing what are the don'ts also. So everywhere the success stories doesn't work, you need to know the failures also. So you need to learn a lot from the failures, others' failures. So these kind of things we want to bring. So our main aim to be running on the future focused recruitment. So we have already got 300 mentors with us, and there's so many brands we already working with. We want to talk about a focused recruitments wherein certain kind of a platter you already associated with one or other, activities for a year-long procedure. That means you have a clarity. Yes, today I am connected with 50 companies by mentorships, by webinars, by courses, by anything, by blogging, anything. So we are doing a lot of other things also. So there is a connection we are creating with you and industry that will make tomorrow easy for you. You cannot depend on the institute only. Okay, yes, my institute will bring 100 companies to my company. No, that's wrong. You also need to identify your own space where you are. Until then, you don't come out of that comfort zone, you cannot achieve much whatever you deserve, or the dream job whatever you're talking, you might not be reaching out there. So of course the comfort zone is something which you really need to come out. And the beauty, one more thing, everybody doesn't want to work for others. Yes, that is really appreciable. And we also kept that on a note. And if you really want to bring out your idea, of course we are in a process of creating entrepreneur cell, wherein you can come with your own ideas. And our listed investors would be looking at your idea for investment options. So that is also we kept in our platter. So these are the solutions we wanted to bring and make this as a revolution. A lot of technical, supposedly in this COVID, the lot of technology companies are coming up, the fresh startups. And if you see on a healthcare or maybe farming, and a lot of AI companies, a lot of engineers are actually coming up with new ideas. That's brilliant. Tomorrow where will you go? So you may go with some kind of an idea which is actually needed by maybe some big idea to be just added with some kind of funds, which can be a great stream for other organizations, like, or you may create an employment for some 10 people, 20 people, maybe, so you never know. So that is also we are working on. And we would be welcoming a lot of ideas to become an entrepreneur. So this is all the solutions what we bring in. And there are some more things which I would like to add up with you here. The traction so far now, what we are doing is we have BRATS college chapters and BRATS webinars. We are doing 3 webinars in a week with different kind of a content monthly. About 12 webinars we do. So out of 12 webinars we divided, we started with marketing and management courses and all that, and engineering. So we segregatedly now 4 webinars for engineering students and 4 for management institutes, management students, and 4 webinars in under soft skills and other things. And apart from that, every Sunday we are having this BRATS talks, which is students for students by the students. So students actually coming out with their own topics, and they are doing moderated by students and discussed on live. We are doing this. So BRATS experiences also we have bloggers from our students, which is actually we plan to do kind of an ebook to encourage students. And we also have hosts. So the students actually taking up completely on our webinars. They are only hosting, and they are doing the BRATS talks, and they are driving the complete virtual learnings, all because these things what they are learning is, it's more of learning teamwork. And in a BRATS talks there are about 5-6 people. They are involving each other with one topic and discussing from various parts of the country, and moderated by one person. And there is a lot of confidence which is building it up, because one who is coming on screen and talking about one topic and putting across their opinion between 6 people. So there is some kind of a communication, there is a lot of confidence, all these things, when especially when you're going live. So that is definitely help you tomorrow, because that is what you require when you're getting into inside the industry. So that is also we've been taken care of. So these are the traction we've been doing. And likewise, the BRATS talks, panel discussions, some of the highlights what we want to show it to you. So this is, we already been doing about 20 webinars we already done. And the BRATS talks seasons, we have done about 3 seasons. For every Sunday we do. and the bloggers, yes, very well, appreciated by our mentors. And we plan to do a ebook, as I said. This will be followingly recognized by all the corporates and mentors, which will be published as a book. So these are the few blogs which is from students, and very encouraging, and everything is completely volunteered by our own students which are associated with BRATS. All right. Yeah.
We are done, sir. We are at the end of the presentation.
All right. So so these all the things which we're building it up now, coming up with a lot of other things also. And we have a format of BRATS campus ambassadors. We already established with 15 campus ambassadors across India, with a strength of 40,000 students associated with us as of now, from engineering and management institutes. What we want to know exactly, what all we can bring it to you to create some more opportunities for the students. That is what is overall try from BRATS. So yes, there are some kind of hosts our back end want to show. Yes. So there's the first host and the second one. So they are hosting all the webinars on the live. Yes, thank you. So there is one question on YouTube from Rupa. She asked one question is, what are the courses which are conceptual and industrial? That is what is the question is all about. Thanks, Rupa. The question is very relevant. The idea to bring out is, which is on the year-long covered kind of a course we want to bring in, which will involve your soft skills, which will involve the subject around your whatever subject you are in, which will be on a live projects, which will be on a case studies, and which will be on the evaluation yourself. So this will be on a quarterly basis, which will happen, as well as the industry and the mentor, both of them would be reviewing the student every year. So that's an overall thing which we're going to come out with, and we will be launching it very soon. And as soon as we are ready with that, we will be announcing it very soon. So that is one which is going to be highlightingly enrouting campus to corporate. So that's what is our idea is all about. I suppose I have answered your question. And we have a few of our students out here, and I would love to ask them to come, on the screen, and if you can share your own experiences with our audiences, that will be great, wonderful. If you have any questions, also you can please ask.
Yes, sir. If you don't mind, can I start it?
Yeah, please.
So, first let me tell about my experience on BRATS and let me put a question in the end. BRATS, according to me, I've seen a lot many webinars before BRATS. I've been to Udemy, I've been to Coursera, I've been to lot many courses. None of them connected me to a mentor first. None of them, not criticizing anyone. It's got their own, they've got courses from the professors. They've got their own benefits, but I never got a chance to ask my doubts, and nobody cleared them. The doubts, all I had to do was to research it again, find the things out. But yes, once I came into BRAS, once I started attending sessions, the webinars, I thought I thought I never had a chance to talk with the CM of that, Daily Duty Free, say the senior vice president of Pathfinder FGCO, say the head of marketing for healthcare. I never thought I had a chance of doing that, and I really did not expect that those people would take my questions. And it's really inspiring. It's really it shows me how those people are down to earth, and how it shows me that corporates even require students to be like that, and that's why I believe those people are here with BRATS, talking about what corporate needs, talking about what changes are coming into the industries, you know. And moreover, I would like to thank BRATS for facilitating this. It's been a great platform all the way, and the sessions, not just sessions, the panel discussions, everything. It has been awesome. No, not just boasting, but yes, seriously. I'm lagging words. Should I say this? Yes, I'm lagging words. Uh, but yes, it made me comfortable to speak upon, man. I was like, I was no man. I used to be a tiger behind a curtain and a cat in front of camera. Right now, I could speak here just because of Brass. I should tell you this. Uh, However, let me tell you, I owe a lot to this man, Mr. Suresh, and I will have to ma'am, Ubi ma'am as well. Thank you for this whole thing. But I would like to put up one question: is that yes, of course, we are going through entrepreneurship cell, but I think I just wanted to ask, how are we promoting the innovations? Just is it just to the entrepreneurship cell, or are we helping them to make tech? Are we helping them to enrich their or they furnish their ideas and all? Yeah, that's what I just wanted to ask.
Hi, Ashwin. That's a lovely question. Thank you, and thanks for all the appreciations from you, especially talking on the camera. I would like to highlight first there, then I'll answer you the rest. As a sales guy, I started all my career from sales. Whatever you do in your life, you do engineering, you do doctor, or whatever. If you want to be, in a front row, you need to be noticed. For that, you need to have, whatever you need to put across to the world, and it is I call it is communication, you know and maybe sometimes not talking but showing off, showing off, not show off but showing off. Like some of the dance, you don't speak there but you perform. The performance is must. So until then you perform within that opportunity time, you're nowhere. So when the right opportunity is in front of you and you need to perform there, that means you need to take that opportunity. Otherwise, do not blame that that opportunity has not come to my life, and life is useless. So it doesn't make sense. When opportunity comes, take it. So for that, you need to speak, you need to be more confident for everything. So that's my strong belief in my life. So I don't leave any opportunity to talk or whatever I know, but yes, put across well. So that is what you require to know. That is what we've been doing from start of the day. We've been doing that only because a couple of webinars I hosted, but later on I'm always asking, students to host it and, build up your team, whether it is a CEO or whether it is CFO, whether it's CTO or maybe a managing director. There is nothing can beat when you're confident. Understand? That is one thing. And coming back to entrepreneurship cell, when you're talking about, don't worry, we will have a lot of divisions to help. Even though in the recruitment we will help you in terms of resume writing, so such kind of things also would be joiningly helping you in terms of making the deck and how it needs to be, how you need to do the valuation. So all that stuff is going to be part of it. So of course, how it will come to you, we will tell you when it is getting launched. But yes, everything will be hand in hand. And BRATS is not like we'll just push you or something, but also will stand by you from the day one of the corporate campus, and till you step in the corporate. So we'll be there with you, and after you getting into corporate also, we will not leave you. We want you to come back and do the mentorship for other students. That's what is BRATS is all about. I hope I answered you.
It would be my pleasure if I had that opportunity one day. Yeah, it is really, I should say this because there is no such platform. I mean, mentorship activities, I don't think there is any platform, and providing a platform would be a great asset, I should say. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Yes, Priyanshi, I have answered Rupa's question. I've already answered.
So this is, I guess, another question.
What is it?
Are there any courses from BRAT sites for engineering students?
Yeah. So it is not. See, supposedly we are focusing mainly on engineering and management students. So if I'm placing one industrial focused course for 1 year, so that will be simultaneously for engineering also and management also. So it will be for both.
So can I go next? Am I audible enough?
Yeah, of course.
So actually, I would, before saying something, yeah, I'll give a brief introduction about myself. So before a student myself, I actually a professional. So I have a work experience of almost 3 years, and now I'm a student. So, you know, working in an industry, in a large industry, I had come from a multinational company, and being there for almost 3 years, the connect which I could not make in that 3 years, I have actually made this 1 month. So two things I want to pick up first, as I was saying, first is opportunity and second is learning. Learning by the concept of doing, opportunity. As I was saying that it comes and you have to take it. The thing there is, there's a bit of example from Bill Gates. He was given an interview to, I think, Romy Calson or someone, and he was he just offered a blank check, and the interviewer was like, okay, should I pick up or not? Then the question was like, how do you do what you do? So he just gave a blank check and he was like, do what you want to write it down. And she was like hesitated enough and she didn't actually write any number there. So Bill Gates gave the example that, this is what the difference between you and me. I never lose an opportunity. You should have written a number and got that. So why I brought out this topic, first, the learning by doing concept, and this is opportunity. The gap, which I first said that I come from a professional, then again I'm into education. There's a lot of void space. It is not only for me, it is for the whole country. We are in a developing stage and it is for everyone. So the concept of learning by doing actually allows you to become someone else. Offline, online, there's a huge difference. And the concept of doing, and we are already in a stream. We already, because of the COVID situation, everything already in the middle of a sea. We have to either flow or either we have to just get drowned. There's nothing else going. We cannot go change the path. So you have to do to become sustainable. So right now, sustainability is a major important thing right now. We have to be sustainable. For that, we have to have new skills, new additive skills. That is what BRAT comes into offer. What you will be learning from here, not only the concept or the topics, not the academics, as one of the questions was whether you'll be learning engineering courses. It's not engineering, it's not management. It is real life experience. It is the industry talking to you personally, you talking to them personally. That bi-directional talk never happens. And I've never seen a platform like that. Now, I'm not being flattering or not boosting up. This is my real life example. As I said, I come from a multinational company for almost 3 years, but this 1 month experience has made me that I could give a speech of almost 5 minutes or 6 minutes, give a talk of that, and I have already done almost 2 live seminars, one BRAT talk also, and this is what BRAT comes into offering. It will make you, it will create you, it will give you a lot of sense to you. That is in making. Thanks to you. Thanks to BRAT.
So what is the question?
I don't think Indrajit have any question today. He has a solution today, so he almost gave out the solution.
Yeah, I actually don't have a question. My questions are already solved. So past 1 month, my questions are solved.
Great.
I would like to take the next chance. I do agree with Indrajit. Actually, sir, I always remember that first we learn and then we earn. That's what I always believe. On the way here, I learned that the corporate lifestyle, how do we interact? The confidence was built up very broadly. I found my colleagues were very, like they were behind the curtains, like Ashwant told. They came forward, they are in getting themselves involved. That's what your hats off to your idea, sir, ideology. It's an initiative taken by you only. I hope so, because I have never found this type of initiative taken by anyone in any of my life experiences. Thank you.
So, Adi, you have any question, or you want to add anything to that?
No, ma'am, I'm done. My question has been solved out. It was about the engineering, and sir told it.
Okay, great.
Ma'am, I'd like to go next.
Please.
I don't have a question, because I'm still in the path of polishing myself. And Brats gave me the chance of polishing myself because till I encountered Brats, I was in my own shell. I fear coming out and seeing how the world is really going on, how to express myself before everyone. The most thing that I did is take a seminar before my class. Even for that, I used to shiver a lot. I used to, murmur to my parents or my friends, oh my God, should I do this? And I'm going to back out. I used to do that a lot. So, in this COVID situation, when I'm in a limbo, I had a beautiful encounter with Brats. It's just an mistake. Maybe by mistake I entered it. It was not pre-planned. I just thought, let's see what's happening, since most of my friends are speaking about Brats, they're posting Brats certificates and all. So I thought, let's see what's happening in Brats. So when I entered and I attended 2 webinars, I got hooked up with it. And later, we brought up bloggers and discussions group. So I thought, since I never did it, so why not try for it? So from then on, it changed. The way I speak with others, the way I openly, say what I feel, it changed. And now I don't fear that. I still fear. I still have the fear of speaking, but I think I'm almost there. I know maybe in the next session, because Suresh sir has promised me he's gonna train me, for the next one-on-one session that we are gonna bring, and I'm sure I'm gonna rock it. So I want to thank you and sir, for always pushing me. Not just once. Once I did something, whenever I feel like I'll enter into my shell, you're giving me a push behind me, like telling you, no, don't give up, go forward. You've already taken a step, take one more step. That push, I think, whatever happens, I feel like Brats will always be behind me. That strength, and I thank for Brats. And not only that, Brats Talk, it's a wonderful platform, ma'am, because not just it helps us improve, we can learn what teamwork actually is. Because when we are grouping 5 different people who we don't know in our real lives, so for one Brats Talk, we're coming together, we're discussing topics, we'll have many misunderstandings, we'll learn to overcome them, we'll learn to adjust. So corporate world, we have to work in teams, no ma'am. So I think this is indirectly helping us, tackle the pressure that we'll feel in our corporate world now itself. So it's a wonderful platform, ma'am. It's a wonderful encounter. I think everyone needs to feel it once. Once commit, join it. They have to observe what's really happening here to really know what's Brats is. Till then, they'll not know the beauty of Brats. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for everything. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Wow, this is coming from Abhignya. I mean, that's great.
You speaking so well, Abhigna,
Yeah.
and for such long.
I'm
Amazing.
so fascinated.
Amazing. This came from your heart. So as I always said, if you speak from your brain, it touches your brain. If you speak from your heart, it touches others' heart. So this actually, from your heart. And adding to your learnings, I always say you are learning all subjects, engineering, management, and all everything. The certificates, curriculum, everything you're going to learn. You are already there. Indrajit actually worked 3 years and came back into studies again. Certain things. But I have seen in the biggest corporates people lacking the confidence. And that is what is actually puts them into in the behind. When I used to work, I've seen many people. So I thought of working towards the corporates, but which is more helpful when you put across your efforts from students. Then I went towards institutes. Then I started meeting students, and I wonderfully realized whatever I need to work in students, institutes. So that's where I started. But beautiful, it is working out. I'm very happy. Next.
So may I? Yeah, so as all of them has before me, they all have mentioned about the learnings. So I won't really be, pinpointing the learnings because it is happening throughout. I mean, even this particular call was a learning, like coming up and speaking voluntarily. I'm not waiting for somebody, pointing out my name now. It's your turn to speak, but I'm actually trying to speak. So the learning is thoroughly, like throughout every step with Brads for me has been a learning. Then moving forward, many of us do know where we want to be, but there is a lack of direction. For me personally, Brads has given me that direction. So, even if you know what you want to be, there has to be some guidance, and that is where the mentorship from Brads come in. And as I guess Abhignya said that you all should come in and try. And even the Ghadi detergent keeps on advertising, "Pehle istemal kare, fir vishwas kare." I would really, really press on that point. You should guys just come and see what's happening. And then it would be like coming was an accident, but staying was your own choice to continue with Brats. That is all I had to say. Thank you.
I wanted to add to that, घड़ी से आपका work भी बदल जाएगा. And this is a live example.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wow, Shimona, that was a great example. I mean, super example which you gave. Brilliant.
True that. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Who's next?
Sir, I would like to put up one more question if you don't mind.
Yes, Ashwan.
Yeah, so it's like no, not every one of us know what our dream jobs are. We have companies coming in, colleges talking about dream jobs, but if that was true, there should not been such an attrition rate we're talking about, because I get into a company, I figure it out that's not my dream company and or like dream role and give it up and then search for something else. Like, can you help people, students to find their dream things, what they actually dream for? I mean, some sort of counseling sessions. Can you help that?
Yeah, that's an art. That's a really an art where I asked this question to one of a global speaker in peace. I think his name is Gaurangaji, a very close friend of us. I asked him the opportunities you search for, or maybe your dream, or you came on this earth to actually do something. That is what everyone says. वो बोलते हैं ना, वो चीज तुम्हें ढूंढ के आएगा या तुम्हें पता करना होता है. यू नो उसने मेरे को काफी अच्छी जवाब दिया. बोलता है कि भैया कुछ आता नहीं है, तुम्हें ही करना होता है, और तुम्हें हर एक चीज के लिए ना देयर इज सम काइंड ऑफ अ मीडियम व्हिच कम्स. So which comes, when it comes now, you need to catch it up. Then it will take you to the destination. So yes, the assessment, self-assessment, what you actually saying, yes, it does come with the time, of course. We want to do that. Even I want to do on a personal level pe. Personally, I want to do it because the counseling part to definitely we do for others, but self career assessments I would love to do personal level pe when we are launching entrepreneur cell. So that is going to be part of one of the sessions which I would love to launch by my own. I've done it actually. I've been into training for about last 10 years. So done it. So that would be part of it. Yes. Neha Belani is there, but not to be seen.
Sir,
So,
I'd like to
yeah,
say
please.
I just wanted to point a one point. I just want to point one point that you have told in the earlier slides. It was learn things from failures, but fun is people were changing. People are actually learning from successful people, whoever be them. But I strongly still believe failures have got a lot much things than successful people. I very strongly believe because let me put up a small example. This was like from my side. I used to have a friend who got a very good score at IIT JEE, and obviously parental suggestions, go and ask him what has done and all. When I went to him, there was a very simple answer. It's easy. I don't know how on earth has it become so easy to him. Maybe this is what the difference. This is what makes a difference, because successful people, I don't know, I don't think they would remember the hard work they have done before, if after they getting into their positions. I mean, they just feel relaxed. Maybe they might have actually forgotten from where they have. I mean, not just a judgment. I mean, to suggest someone from where they have come. Maybe the journey seems difficult, but I don't think they can actually figure out, because luck is also associated, according to what I believe. Or maybe this is all I think, but failures quite obviously have got a lot much stuff in their brains, I believe. Because that's what my idea was when I actually used to study businesses. I only used to study why business failed rather than why business get succeeded.
See, Ashwin, even though any successful person in their lives, you know, he he wants the world to know about their success stories only. He would never share his failures. Okay. But he never forgets his failures. Understand? So he would remember more the failures than the successful things. That's what the real businessmen are. So even though that is what help people to work on the disaster managements, you know, or if you see in this pandemic scenario, the real businessmen actually coming out. That means they know the realities. So don't think that they just forget about the failures or something. No, it's not right. It is definitely they remember everything, but the world knows only about success stories, not the failures. So that's a beauty, you know. But उन लोग, they might have failed more than their success times. समझे? So they might have succeeded about 10 times. They might have failed about 100 times.
Yeah.
So they remember the failure stories rather than the success stories. Yes, success stories is like that's not an achievement. They are like journeys. So that's a different session altogether. We can have it all.
Yeah, no, just to add to what Ashwin said, why they said it was quite easy, because now they have reached the point where they really wanted to, and they are happy and they are satisfied. So that's why when you actually look back to your own journey, you feel, you have now reached that level. So yes, it's easy. But yes, the entire journey, if you have to summarize, as Suresh said, you never forget how you started and how you have reached to that point.
But one thing I want to tell you, with a lot of stress, stretching this point, uh, very important, never forget this. Do not be in your comfort zone. Please. If you're in the comfort zone, you can never whatever the talent you have, whatever you're capable of, you would never be, using it properly. अगर आप वो कंफर्ट जोन में रहेंगे, आपकी सेटलमेंट काफी जल्दी होगा, और जितना आपके टैलेंट है वो आप खुद नहीं जान पाएंगे. You will not know your own capabilities or potential. Please get out of your comfort zones. That is what I see in a lot of people. They're really scared and they step back. People step back first. I asked somebody like, sir, मेरे से नहीं होएगा. अरे यार होगा नहीं मतलब क्या? Somebody is eating you up. No. If you do it, what will you gain? If you don't do it, what will you lose? Just ask it. Ask yourself. That's the question I asked in the starting. Do you really know how to reach out to your, dream job or whatever? How confident are you? That's a question to everyone. मुझे ये बनना है. Supposingly I'm doing marketing, I want to be a CMO. Do you really know how you reach CMO? How confident are you? It's a dream. It's just a dream. It's not reality, please. You need to work on it. If you need to work on it, please get used to it. Get used to the tough times. Leave your comfort zone. That is one thing which I would love to, tell you all this, guys. Because आज के दिन में मेहनत करने के लिए ना, everybody step back. Because anything if you want to do, this is the time. Seriously. If you do not do in this point of time, you'll get used to the comfort level. आप कभी नहीं कर पाएंगे. आप अभी करोगे. It's not only working, it's not only, it has to be an attitude. Daily attitude में होना चाहिए वो चीज. Supposingly somebody is working out. Indrajit works out every day, whatever the situation. That is one great example. It pains, but he works out. See to that, he delivers that hour for workout. Supposingly someone wants to do it. Somebody asked me, like, sir, मैं कुछ काम करना चाहती हूँ या कर नहीं पाती हूँ वो टाइम पे. I said, just open one tab of that work and leave everything aside. You will finish it in 1 hour. Otherwise, there is YouTube is happening, there is Facebook is happening. They will not let you work. Correct? If you want to achieve something, you want to do a presentation, leave everything aside. There is only one tab needs to be open, rest all to be closed, or maybe research to it. That's it. Or your phone needs to be aside. That's where your time management learn. That's a way of learning your time management. Otherwise, Insta is on, Facebook is on, and Twitter is on, and YouTube is on, and there is one song is humming. Then it won't happen in a year then. Correct? And you will not do complete 100% justice to it. So the overall thing which you need to know, the focus and come out of your comfort zone. That is what I can say.
Sir, if I'm allowed, can I add a dimension to it, sir?
Please, please, please.
So actually, Ashwin took a very good point. Successful stories, unsuccessful stories. What I wanted to say, the quantum of unsuccessful stories actually make us better. I'll give you an example. What I was actually meaning of. We around 5-6 meals are there, right? Many of us don't know how to cook. It is a very small thing. Okay, we try one time, we try 2 times. It doesn't happen. We leave it. Same wise, if you give an example like something we lost a job or something, we try to work on that. So on a similar lines, the quantum of success and the quantum of unsuccessful actually allow us to go into the direction. Saying that it is in our making or it is in our preparation, how much we have put our efforts to go into that journey. And then if you get a setback, you actually don't feel bad about it. Okay, we haven't done it. You actually start to work on it again. So this dimension at the quantum of success or the unsuccessfulness, actually sometimes even success gets into our mind, we get complacent. And sometimes unsuccessfulness also creates a bad bug. We're like, okay, I'm not able to do it. I'll not be able to do it ever in our life. So it is us who decide the direction, the dimension where we want to pick up, where we want to throw. True. This is I want to take up from the certain points.
That's a great one. That's a way how you take things positively. That's a way how to you learn from everything. That's a wonderful thing, right? Srivastava, you want to ask anything?
Yeah, hi sir. Actually, I've been listening patiently, and I mean, a great insights from each and every person. So I think I have quite a lot of doubts because it's the first session. I'm very new to that. So the thing is, sir, I come from a college called TAPMI, TAP Management Institute, which is one of the top 30 B schools in India. So we have a strength of around 500 plus students. So all these things which you have mentioned, courses, we'll be having free Coursera certifications, mentorship means we'll be having our alumni network connected to us and students, and 100 plus companies visit to our college. I'm not boasting of it, this thing, but this is the reality. So what exactly BRATS offers us? Because I just kept a single message in our college group and 54 of the students participated, joined the college, and they're asking me like, what is it? What exactly we need to do? What is the course of action? So that's why I think I privately messaged you, like, can I connect you after the call?
Yeah, of course, we can have a discussion, even though we can plan one session only with your college. And we would like to share exactly what we plan to do. Of course, there are a lot of colleges are doing a lot of incubation centers, and incubation centers are happening regularly. Things are happening, yes, but there is always a scope which is it's not completely fulfilled, right? Is it really everybody is reaching 100%? That is one thing. Yeah, there are few top colleges. I'm not saying they're not, but there are a lot of gaps which is there in every institute which we want to bring in. So you can actually visit our website also. You can talk to us. What we already have about 300 mentors with us, which is from our various industries we can talk to.
Yeah, I have
And
attended for a couple of sessions.
yeah, so the thing is, it's not like I want to make you study. How some of the institutes have actually came and complimented us, saying that the BRATS talks is something which we are not doing in one of the top colleges in Bombay. So you participate in BRATS talks, you completely come and host, and you're hosting one of the CMO directly one-to-one and asking questions on behalf of all the students. So these things, it is more of we prepare you while you're in the institute, preparing you how the industry functions. You getting me? There are various parameters which we work on, and I would love to share with your institute, with one session. Of course, I'll be very happy to do that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Most welcome.
Uh,
Yes, Ashwan, you're asking something, or someone wants to ask me. Priyanshi, you want to ask something?
Sir, I don't want to ask something, but then I just wanted to like share my experience. Am I like audible?
You are audible.
It's not been much time like with BRATS. I have just joined 1 week before only, but then I got to learn many things from BRATS. Like I was confused regarding my career. I was confused regarding how to reach my goal that I have. I had no path like how to reach there. But then I got to learn many things from here, like attending the webinars, attending the sessions, whatever was conducted by the BRATS. Also, I would like to thank you, sir and ma'am, for always pushing me. Like I had lack of confidence in me. I was not able to speak. Like I'm able to speak now, like fluently without fumbling, but then I was not able to do it. So thank you so much, sir. I hope I can grow very beautifully and come out.
Super. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I suppose it's live, and I suppose we need to close it out here. I would love to welcome back our navigator to summarize the session. And thanks everyone who's listening and asking questions on YouTube and putting across. And thanks everyone to be part of this session. And let's bring it on, whatever the queries, offline, online, however. Quite happy to do that. Right?
Sir,
Thank you,
don't
everyone.
mind me
Thanks
adding
so much.
one last example in the end. One last example. Just don't mind me doing that. I've heard stories of Thomas Alva Edison creating bulb at the 1000th time, and he's a successful man for creating bulb. What I just wanted to put is that if he had given up at before trying it for the 1000th time, the bulb would have never been. And if he might have if he have passed away while making his 1000 bulb, and people did not know the 999 ways of making bulb, people would have even scratched their heads. So I just wanted to summarize it this way, that never ever give up, and let people know where you failed, that people never do it again.
Superb.
Wow.
Thank you, Ashwan.
Thank you.
Yes, Urvi, all yours.
So thank you, Suresh, and thank you all our campus ambassadors who have been with us throughout this session. As we have tried to answer more most of your questions, what is BRATS all about and what are our ultimate goals. But yes, probably if some things are missed, you can always reach to us. We are always available in all social media networks, and you can ask your questions. And the idea is to reach each and every student in India. Our idea is to bridge the gap between institution and industry. So let's all begin, let's all put forward our best foot, and let's all work together to make this a success. So this is BRATS for you. Signing off. Bye.